Today I'm moving the bathroom exhaust fan from here to here. Sound crazy? I know. There's a crack in the soft, flexible ductwork running from the bathroom exhaust to the outside. I'm gonna need to fix this if I don't want the cavity above the bathroom to develop a mold issue down the road and smell like, well, a bathroom every time you run the fan. The good news is that I'm not done finishing the room adjacent to the bathroom, so I still have access to the ductwork. The problem is that the exhaust fan is well out of reach to connect new ductwork to. ManCycle Senior offered a different suggestion, and it's the best option for my situation, which is to install an exhaust fan in a brand new location in the bathroom, which is easy to reach from the unfinished adjacent room, and will make a direct line connection for the ductwork to get to the outside. Then I'll turn the existing fan into a simple light. I'll add links to all the tools and materials I'm using on this project in the video description in case you need it. This position is going to work perfectly since I have access to a great spot to retrofit the switch and wiring needed to run the fan. That's where I'm going to start. I already have a receptacle and switch combo sitting in a 2-gang electrical box, so I'll replace this with a 3-gang box with room for a new switch. First step in electrical is always to shut off the breaker. Don't be a hero and try to wire anything up without shutting down power first. My cousin Billy did that one too many times and now he thinks he's a pirate. After the breaker is flipped, I remove the faceplate covering the space I'm adding the fan switch to. Then I disconnect the receptacle and the existing light switch and unwrap the wires in the box so they can be pulled out. There's not much room to work here, but I get the nails removed with a hammer and pry bar. Next, I draw an outline around the new electrical box and cut out additional room for it into the drywall. Then I install the box into position, ensuring the front of the box is flush with the drywall inside of the bathroom. Finally, I push the existing wires back through the new box so that they're ready to connect with the new wires for the fan. Now to install the exhaust fan. This is a Broen New-Tone bathroom fan. After unboxing and checking that all the parts are there, I'll be connecting this thing to some semi-rigid aluminum duct material, and I immediately notice that my 4-inch duct isn't going to fit the 3-inch exhaust port on the fan. Fiddlesticks! That's okay, I've got an adapter to connect them, and I have an existing 4-inch vent hood at the end of the run, so I'd have to widen the duct at some point anyway. I got my position picked out, so I measure the distance from the edge of the room to the ceiling joist the fan will be attached to. And this is when I notice some artwork my daughter's added to some studs. Pretty sure that says juicy booty. Okay, so it looks like there's some issues we need to work through. Now that I know the joist position, I draw my cut line around the exhaust fan, then use my jab saw to cut the opening for the fan box. Retrofitting the fan box is a bit more complex than in new construction, since I can't simply screw the box to the joist using the box tabs. I also need to make sure the fan sits flush with the drywall, so here's my plan. I screw a couple scrap pieces of lumber to the fan which sit a 1/2 inch from the bottom of the fan box. This will hold the box in the desired ceiling position flush with the drywall. I just have to set it in the opening and we should be good to go. Once in position, I screw this thing into place. Now I'm ready to run wiring. After stripping wires, I connect the solid Romex to the stranded wires for the fan with these super fancy Wago lever nuts. Then I reattach the metal junction box door into position. After connecting the wiring at the switch, it looks fresh. Now it's time to install the ductwork to connect the blower to the outside. Instead of buying more of that soft plastic trash I used last time, I've got this semi-rigid aluminum stuff, and it will not be cracking. I first add the adapter to one end, and then run it into position on the fan box. Finally, I tape that business into place and it's secured. The other end of this duct is getting attached to the exhaust vent hood that sits on the outside of the house. After securing it into position with tape, we're all set. Now I have a retrofitted fan run by a retrofitted switch. And if at this point in time you feel like I've earned your subscription, you can do so by clicking the ManCycle logo right there. And speaking of switches, if you'd like details on how to run a single pole switch like I used for this fan, you can check out the video linked here.